Hello, this is the Tradesight Stocks, U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, the 6th of June, potentially for the rest of the week, including Thursday, the 7th, and Friday, the 8th of June, 2018. Due to my schedule, I may not be able to get another preview out. Usually I would do one more. So let's talk about the rest of the week just in case. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market in the futures form. Well, two very slow days in a row to start the week with some minor gaps. The NASDAQ side's been moving up on the gaps, but a lot of non-technical, non-exciting action overall, unfortunately. Volume's been about 2 billion shares each day. So let's go through the major indices. Crude oil, after declining during the week, back up 61 cents to 65.36 on Friday. I'm sorry, on Tuesday. Gold up $3.80. S&P cash index gains $1.93. NASDAQ 100 closes up 23.18. That's a new closing high. This is also 9 candles up. We've completed a new startup phase on the seeker count there. The SOX up 5, not a big deal. The biotech's literally up 1, which is a blip for that. The VIX down 26 more cents to 1248. Trend closes at 1.38, another high close on the trend that keeps the 10-day at 1.35. NASDAQ volume, 2 billion shares, which is actually down from the last couple of days. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ plus 849, on the New York plus 559. Google closes down 2 points, which is kind of a blip for Google. Apple up another $1.48. Netflix up 4. Amazon up 31.08. Why not? New closing high on Amazon. Again, it's these same big tech stocks that are moving the whole market. Tesla, though, was down 5.61. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up 28 cents. The Dow was down 13 points. Goldman Sachs down $1.55. Near the lows of the year on Goldman Sachs. Really big inverted cup here. That thing breaks down under 215 or so. Look out. Let's look at the intraday action real quick. So here's the ES 5-minute candles. So what's interesting is most of the last 2 days have actually taken place in the opening 15 minutes of Monday, meaning if you look at that gap up Monday, you look at those first 3 candles, and then just go sideways. That covers most of Monday. Well, it covers all of Monday. It covers most of Tuesday. We haven't really done almost anything on the market. It's been really flat other than that gap up Monday morning, and that's where the problem lies, obviously. The NASDAQ side gapped up and closed right where it opened, literally. Just no net intraday action at all today. We did fill the gap, but we still have a gap left from Monday morning, so look out if we go back and fill that. So let's just talk about the data that's ahead, because obviously other than the 9-bar startup phase completing on the NDX or the NASDAQ, there's not a lot to talk about with this action that we've had. So on Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we've got revised non-farm productivity along with unit labor costs and trade balance. Trade balance can move the market a little bit. And then an hour in, we've got the crude oil inventories. That's the weekly number. On Thursday, an hour before the bell, we've got the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers. We've got the IBD tip economic optimism number, natty gas, and consumer credit in the afternoon. And then on Friday, the only number is wholesale inventories. However, there is something bigger ahead this week that we need to be focused on. And if you think the market's slow already, this is why the rest of the week, maybe Wednesday and get something done, but Thursday and Friday is the quarterly futures contract roll. We are rolling out of the June contract into the September contract. And if you know anything about the markets, when that happens, because all the technicals get shifted from the one contract to the other, it takes a day for the volume to move. Most of the big players sit it out. So those are typically pretty boring days. And you got a summer Friday now as well. Next week's the options expiration. So Thursday is the day where the volume stops trading in the one contract, and by Friday, everybody's in the September contract. And because of that leap, the technicals are just shifted. People don't tend to trade it. So that usually makes Thursday and Friday pretty slow. So we still have Wednesday ahead, and then we'll see. But I'm not optimistic that this is going to be the most exciting week of the year at this point. Hopefully next week can be a little better, but then you've got triple expiration. So that might lead to something Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday that'll be better than this week, but Friday going to be dead. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken the trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.